Hello everyone, and welcome to the fourth episode of From Test to Success. I'm Miguel Franco, and today with my colleague Maria Baron, we are going to analyze and develop aspects related to the listening part of the exam, strategies, and some concepts, and how not distract in the process of developing this task. So I would like to know, Maria, what we learned from the previous episode.
The last episode, we discussed some aspects that appear in the reading part in the international exam. The use of the scanning and scanning in the text and some tips in the reading part, for the reason that today we present Air on Target. We are going to talk about some key points for the listening part and some topics related to achievement on this part. Remember, this podcast can be heard every week, so no miss to the next episode.
Okay, so first of all, if we analyze the previous reading part, has some strategies, like for example, skimming, etc. Like the other parts of the exam, the same way have strategies. So, in this case, to comprehend and get ready for the listening part, it's remarkable to know about these terminologies, the prediction and active listening. Those that are essential elements to prepare for the exam. So, let's start with the prediction. I think this is the first important thing that we need to take into account in order for this exam. So, prediction is the process where a learner previously looks to the question and you have the option of answering before the audio begins and using the previous knowledge, like in a grammar or vocabulary, to provide a context and logic to guess what kind of audio you might hear, right? So it's important because it activates your brain and helps you focus on keywords and ideas and make it easier to catch answers because you already expect certain information. You expect certain characteristics of the audio, so you can be ready in when they're started and look for the answers before to continue, right? Now let's take a space to the active listening. So, after you predict information, you have a comprehension of the question and the option of answers. The audio starts and you need to have an active listening. This active listening is the process where a person is paying attention carefully to what is hearing, trying to comprehend until the last minute detail if you can. You don't need to catch all the information. You don't need to have present all information. When you have the key information, the key values, the key concepts, you don't need to have the present information, right? So when you have all the information as you consider important, you can solve the problems. As a recommendation, you can take notes if it's possible from the main information so that you can lose it and you get it better for that.
According to what my parents told us, it's important to know what kind of audios the exam have. What are they an example related to them, to give a ready for tips and be prepared when the exam provide you with kind of audio. The first is conversation, as a casual or formal conversation between two people in every day of academic situation. As examples are a student asking a librarian for help, a reason book or a hotel room, or a two friends talking about weekend plan. Other is monologues. One person gives information, so as a speech, announcement or description. As examples, a museum gets talking about exhibit or recorded message on a phone system, or a situation gives you a short class preparation. Other is academic literatures of talks, for example, in university styles lecture of discussion about the academic topics. As an example are the professor explaining climate change, or a biology lecture about ecosystems, or a history class on a word. Number 2. Or another is that the group discussions. What is this? Is a group talking about a shared task or a topic. As an example, are students planning a group project, a meeting between the tutor or two students, or a radio show discussed with multi-guests.
Remember that in some cases you only hear it once, usually. In most exams like IELTS and TOEFL, you only get one chance to hear the audio. So remember to practice, focus on listening, training your ear and concentration. In questions, follow the order of the audio and use this track where you are in the audio and avoid getting lost and distractions are used. So remember to stay alert and remember the first answer isn't always the right one. Remember that you have to be prepared in order to get the achievement as you want. Okay, so according to what Maria told us, we prepare a little example for you in order to comprehend better the listening part, right? So let's imagine this. I'm going to put you the next audio and we are going to give you the time in order to comprehend better different characteristics.
What can I get for you today?
Hi, I would like to order 2 takeout drinks. First, can I have an extra large iced coffee?
Sure thing.
What are your milk options?
We have several milk options. We have regular milk, skim milk, fat-free milk, almond milk, soy milk, and oat milk.
Which option is the healthiest?
It's tough to say. It really depends on your individual needs.
Well, I am trying to lose weight.
Then I would recommend with skim milk or fat-free milk.
Okay, I will take skim milk, please.
No problem. What would you like for your second drink?
I would like a medium iced vanilla latte.
Would you like skim milk in this drink too?
No thanks. This drink is for my colleague. Regular milk will be fine.
Will there be anything else for you today?
No, just those 2 drinks. What's my total?
After taxes, your total comes to $11.13.
I would like to pay by credit card. Here you go.
Do you also have a points card?
Okay, do you notice that? Do you analyze that? If you analyze, it's a coffee shop and present some characteristics as the use of sounds, typical questions, and after I give you some things for this particular part of the exam. So remember that accent matters. If you don't believe that, you may hear a variety of native English accents, British, American, Australian, Canadian, etc. So listen to the different accents when you practice. For example, BBC, NBC, ABC Australia. Why? Because with the accents you can obtain better information, or you can concentrate better many gaps that you can feel lost, or that kind of things, right? Paraphrasing is common. The words in the audio rarely match the question exactly. You must reorganize synonyms and paraphrase. For example, if the audio say the train leaves at midday, the question, what time does the train depart? So as you can see, in the audio they say that the train is gone out at midday at 12 o'clock, but the question is too formal. Like, for example, what time does the train depart? So as you can see, or well, as you can hear, are the same, present the same core idea. In this case, it's important to approach in the same way too. And predicting helps you to focus. As we discussed before, predicting content based on questions helps you to listen more effectively and know better what kind of characteristics you need to take into account in this. So let's finish this with Maria with a message that they have for you. So let's continue with you.
Is this part easy? Yes and no. It's easy because in some cases the vocabulary that used, the extent of the audio, the use of the questions, and comprehend of the contents permit to make it easy to get ready for what. With the tips that we have given you, your own strategies and the knowledge that you have, and impossible when you have your ends on target, you can achieve better exam. That it's all for our 4th episode from the Text to Success. Next week, Miguel and I going to guide you through the 5th chapter, organize your ideas, nail your AC, we're going to talk about how be ready for writing part. Bye bye, see you soon.